So we got big news coming out of the NBA today. Russell Westbrook signs with the Clippers. We're not sure the makeup or the contents of the deal, but he rejoins Paul George. He's joining Kawhi Leonard. That's a new big three we have in LA. The Jazz that weren't trying to, they were interested in him playing, but their focus would be on the younger players. Danny Ainge stated that, who's the president of operations over there. Once Westbrook completes the remaining $47 million owed on his deal, the Jazz complete the buyout. He'll clear waivers and then he'll be with Los Angeles. So I think it's a perfect scenario for the Clippers. The Clippers that have beat the brakes off the LA for the past 10, 11 games, they haven't lost to them. Westbrook is he's out for a vengeance. He's staying in LA, staying in his hometown, and he gets to play LA. This is something probably that he wants, and best believe he's going to play LA with a chip on his shoulder. No doubt about that. The Clippers became, just really interested in Westbrook. Ty Lue, the president of operations, Lawrence Frank over there, they dug into serious conversations with him. The conversations were around his willingness to was he willing to fit into a clear role, a specific system built around his playmaking, rebounding, and toughness. I'm not sure if he's going to come off the bench or not, but I think this is a championship team. The Chicago Bulls, the Wizards, and the Miami Heat were having conversations. Him staying in LA Russell Westbrook stayed, him staying in LA was a big part of the reason why. But this team now is complete with it's been complete, but it's complete with literally some veteran talent, some talent now. It'll be interesting to see how he fits into that particular role. Reggie Jackson really hasn't been the guy that he used to be lately. I'm sure that Eric Gordon will probably come off the bench again as well too. But this team right here, Paul George, who meshed well with Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard. I think Kawhi Leonard and Westbrook kind of have the same mentality when it comes to greatness, and I think there's going to be a lot of connection there. And then Paul George literally worked well with Westbrook, and Westbrook never chastised Paul George for him leaving. They didn't play the blame game or anything like that. Paul George wants to win. This team now, if you look at this complete roster, is literally they have depth. They have players. Of course, they lost on the Morrises. There's Markieff Morris. But if you're looking at this roster right now, you have Nicholas Batum. You have Robert Covington that got over from Sixers not too long ago. Paul George, Eric Gordon, Bones Highland, another player who's scrappy. Terrence Mann, Kawhi Leonard, Mason Plumlee, Norman Powell, and Zubac. I mean, now with the addition of Westbrook, this team is tough. This is a tough team, and I think that you have to say that they're the front runners in the Western Conference. Now, of course, you have the Warriors with Steph are always one of the best teams. You have the Denver Nuggets, who hopefully, if they do anything with winning in the season, they always suck it in the playoffs. You have the Suns. If KD's who's getting back, if you look at some of the film, KD will probably return. Probably, I say maybe in the next couple of games, 2-3 games under their belt, and KD will return. The Phoenix Suns, but this Clippers team is, I would say, it's not the best. If not, they're the best team in NBA. Let's take a look at the standings just to see where they stand right now, because it is a tight race in the Western Conference. They're only 8 games back behind Denver. They're only 4 games back behind Memphis, who's been sliding as of recently. And the Sacramento Kings, they're only 1 game behind the Sacramento Kings. The top 4 teams in the Western Conference are the Nuggets, the Grizzlies, the Kings, and the Clippers. Those are the top 4 teams, with the best record. And the Clippers just added one of the top players in this league, who's out who's willing to buy into the system, who's looking for a championship, and is out with a vengeance. The Lakers right now are 3 games out of the play-in. They're 2 games out of the play-in. So it was an upgrade for Westbrook, and I think that we're going to find some type of continuity between these 3 to a point where they're going to be title contenders. I expect big things from the Clippers. Big move from Russell Westbrook. I think I mentioned it before in a previous video. We'll see how things play out.